Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is my review for Liverpool's Champions League final defeat to Real Madrid in Paris. Yeah, still doesn't feel great. I've had a night to sleep on it to see if my views have changed, and I don't think they have changed, but I'm a lot less, I wouldn't say angry, but just disappointed. But hats off to Real Madrid first and foremost. They hung in there. Um, they had their one opportunity. They scored their offside goal. As though, to be honest, even listening to Peter Walton at half time, still made absolutely no sense whatsoever. I thought Real Madrid were harshly denied a goal in the first half. Bit of defensive mix-up, but yeah, overall Liverpool didn't do enough to win, which is crazy really, because the man below, Thibaut Courtois, had arguably the game of his life really. 9 saves, most of any keeper in the Champions League, and for him it was a big moment for him. He got ridiculed in England. People never really rated him in England. I know when he first came to Madrid, people weren't really rating him in Madrid. Madrid fans were sort of looking, thinking, what this guy in? But hey, he's turned it around, and yeah, Real Madrid win the league and Champions League double, and yeah, fair play to the whole team. Fair play to Carlo Ancelotti, first manager to win 4 Champions League titles. That's his second with Real Madrid as well. And for most of that squad, it's their 5th Champions League final. I think Bale is the first British player to win 5 European Cups, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, hats off to Real Madrid. When you look back over the game, were they fortunate to stay in the game? Yeah, maybe Liverpool had most of the opportunities. I thought Mane's shot in the first half, Thibaut Courtois, excellent save, palms it onto the post, and I thought from the ricochet, I thought it might have fallen to Salah to tap it in, but it was great defending by Madrid to clear it. Second half, Salah had multiple shots on goal. There was a time where I thought he scored with the right foot, but then just Thibaut Courtois, just an arm out of nowhere, just deflects it over, and then you sort of knew from there that it wasn't going to be Liverpool's night. And then when you look at the goal Real Madrid scored, I'd say it was poor defending by Robertson. Just rash, dived in. I've been seeing online that Virgil van Dijk just backed off, and I rewatched the goal again. I don't really blame him, because if he engages and doesn't get the ball and leaves all the space behind for Real Madrid to tap it in, it'd be getting slated online. And Trent, he was having I wouldn't say he was having an excellent game, but he wasn't having a poor game. But in Champions League finals, there's moments, and the one moment where he fell asleep, didn't look behind him, Vinicius Jr. just waltzed in behind and went, "Thank you very much," and tapped it in. And Vinicius Jr. has probably been, I think he's been probably the best winger in the Champions League this season. I thought he was kept relatively quiet. But the thing is, in Champions League finals, you fall asleep for a second and you get punished. And yeah, Liverpool end the season with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And like, if you look at it from the beginning of the season, Liverpool would finish with 2 cups, you'd be happy. But when you look at the context, you're not gonna lie, I feel a bit deflated. I feel a bit deflated that we only left the season with 2 of the domestic cups, especially towards my expectations at the beginning of the season. I think it was in the group chat. My expectation was to win the Premier League or the Champions League combined with one of the domestic cups. The reason why that was my expectation is because we had the full team back from injuries. Last season was a blip. We'd write that off and we'd go again. And I really thought this team was good enough to push on, because it's a great team, but we need to add trophies now. We need to double everything now. We need to add that another Champions League, the other Premier League. We really need to cement this side in Premier League history. And for me personally, this is probably the best Liverpool side I have watched in my lifetime. But this side doesn't compare to the 80s, where they were winning multiple league titles, multiple European Cups. The Liverpool will go again next season, but it's a massive summer. It's an absolutely huge summer. Players' futures need to be decided. Mane's comments after the game was I thank the boss, I thank the fans. This team will be great, and that sounds like a guy that's leaving, to be honest. Then you got Salah talking about revenge missions and we're gonna do this, we're gonna beat Real Madrid, and I know fans will say another final ghosted, but yeah, he was probably our best attacker, but he still wasn't great. If you know what I mean, he had probably our best chances, but didn't take them. And I've been reading a lot on Twitter that Klopp's post-match comments of he's salty, he's blaming the goalkeeper for having a great game, and the way that I look at it, I don't think he's actually blaming the goalkeeper. I think he's blaming us for not finishing the dinner, not finishing the chances. But this is what Real Madrid have done this season. They have been probably the hardest run in the Champions League, but there has been a common theme with all of Real Madrid's games. Got battered by PSG. Should have been down and out. PSG left the door open. Real Madrid was like, thank you very much. Chelsea. First leg, okay. Chelsea defensively fell asleep. But second leg at the Bernabeu, battered Real Madrid. But didn't kill them off. And Real Madrid was like, yep, thank you very much. We'll go through. City, first leg. I was watching that game. I thought, wow, City. When Kevin De Bruyne scored in the first few minutes, I thought, yeah, Real Madrid getting pumped. And then when you look at the chances City were missing, you're thinking, that's going to come back to bite City. And Real Madrid in the second leg. That never say die attitude, 2 goals in a minute, takes it to extra time, and Real Madrid, yep, thank you very much, we'll walk through. And it was the same in this final, to be honest. Liverpool had the better chances, didn't finish the dinner, and left the door open for Real Madrid to go, yeah, thank you very much, we'll take our one chance, 1 goal, and we're going to sit back. We've got the experience. We've got the experience. Kroos, Modric, Casemiro, Benzema. We'll just we'll just soak up the pressure. Let's see what you've got. And Liverpool didn't have any answers to it. Didn't have any answers to it. And that is probably the most annoying thing for me, is that we didn't convert one of our chances. Didn't convert one of the chances. If we convert one of our chances, maybe it's a different game, but that's all ifs, buts. But one thing that's not an if and is not a but is that Liverpool this summer need a killer up front. someone like an Erling Haaland that's gone to City, a killer. One chance, one shot, one goal, in. Because we cannot go next season with this may sound reactionary. I really don't want to sound reactionary, but I feel like Liverpool need to refresh a few things, tweak a few things. You look at the spine of that team; it's aging, and this is the big summer. This is probably, I'm thinking, probably the biggest summer under Klopp. Because if we don't get the transfer window correct, with players we're bringing in, players we're moving on. There's teams next season, Spurs, £150 million they've been given to Conte, league specialist. Chelsea, new ownership, rumours of £200 million war chest, apparently about to sign an agreement with Ousmane Dembele. Then you got Arsenal. Okay, don't think Arsenal will challenge for the title, but they'll spend money. They'll spend big money. And then you got the enigma of Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag. Like who's he gonna bring in? He's gonna bring in money. He's gonna have a lot of money to spend. But United have got a massive clear out there. But and Liverpool need to get the players in quick and bed them in, because there's going to be a lot of movement in the transfer window. Loads of clubs going for the same players, and Liverpool need to come out on top when it comes to signing players, especially against our rivals. So yeah, it's a tough one to take. If I'd have to give the season out of 10, it's going to sound really, really reactionary, but I think it's a 6, 5 or 6. I know people say, "Oh, we lost the league by a point," but the league wasn't. The thing is, I don't feel down. I do feel down, but about not winning the league. But when you look back at the league was never in our hands. The league was never in our hands. We had the opportunity at the Etihad to win and then keep it in our hands, to have it in our hands. But there was never a point in the Premier League season where we had like a 14-point gap, and then we bottled it, and then we lost to City by a point on the last day because we gave that points gap up. But the Champions League one hurt more for me because we had the chances to kill the game off at 0-0, and we let Real Madrid breathe. And my prediction on the day trip is of a 3-2. Oh, that was so wrong, because I thought this was going to be an end-to-end final. But yeah, I was proven wrong on that, and Liverpool will just have to dust themselves down and go again for next season. And I believe next season we will be up there or thereabouts. But next season, have to win one of the big boys. Have to win one of the big trophies next season. And the fact that there's a World Cup in the winter, funny enough, might actually benefit Liverpool. It's weird that the World Cup could actually benefit Liverpool, because I don't think many of that. I know some of the squad will go to the World Cup, but Salah's not going to go. Diaz is not going to go. Roberto Firmino won't probably get picked up for Brazil. You're probably looking at Matip, Konate, not going to go. Robertson may not go, depends on what happens in qualification. Naby Keita won't go to the World Cup, neither will Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. Just trying to think who else in that squad won't be going to the World Cup. I think I've named all of them, but yeah. So that's it. Thank you for everyone that's tuned in. Make sure to leave a comment, like, share and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon.